All right, welcome in, my beautiful soul family. I hope everybody is doing wonderfully. We are going to dive into a collective energy transmission here and see what wants to come through for you. If you are a member, your December, very lengthy and very deep, very important message has been posted, your transmission. If you go to your membership, now things are shifting a little bit. So if you didn't get a chance to watch the live and you're a member, you might want to watch that live that we did because it kind of covers all the bases. But if you hover over the membership portal and you can click on whatever your membership is and find your video there at the top right corner, okay, of the page. You might want to explore it a little bit if you are a member. You guys are getting the stuff kind of early because I'm shifting everything over as far as what's under the membership being available to you now, even though I haven't like officially launched Collapse Code in full. We are functioning. I am functioning from that place currently. Tomorrow, actually today, it started today. Between now and 11:59 p.m. on Monday, you have the option for 20% off all services under the Work With Me tab. You can go to collapsecodes.com or still moonlightintuitive.com or .net. They go to the same place currently. And that code to receive that 20% off is Cyber 20. Okay, all caps, no spaces. All right, so you'll find that information, of course, in the description box and pinned in the comment below. All right, my loves. Now to the most important part. Let's get into the message here. Spirit, what message do you have for this collective at this time? For those of you that don't know, this deck is actually two decks combined, Soul Cards Volume 1 and Soul Cards Volume 2, and they do not have meanings to the cards. They are strictly read intuitively. Seems like you might have a lot of inner dialogue going on here. They're showing me the cosmic egg. So it seems like there is something here where your soul is wanting to shed something, wanting to step out of something that has been confining for you. This could also be this energy of your soul wanting to ascend, wanting to evolve. And you could have all these kind of voices, your mind maybe telling you all the reasons why that could be coming up for you. And I feel like, yeah, hearing woe, W-O-E, woe. Like woe is me, woe to them, woe to you. Wow. Yes. There's this new version of you that I feel like is wanting to come forth, okay, come through. And I feel that yeah, I'm hearing greeting. I'm also hearing meeting, and they're also chuckling at me saying meet and greet. Okay. My guides can be funny, really funny sometimes. And I'm hearing that they're putting that in like modern human tone. So it's a meet and greet. They're chuckling. It's funny to them, apparently. Okay. So um There is something about, I need to make a note of something. Hang on, guys. There is something about they just told me that I need to do um I need to teach you guys how to actually meet your guides. So, okay, sometimes I get downloads in the middle of these things that are for me specifically. Well, they're for you guys too, so keep your eye out for that. But they, woof. All right then. What is that? Ah, I'm taking it. This was under the deck as well. So everybody can see. Everybody. There's a lot of potential on moving past whatever these voices are or whatever these thoughts are that you're having that are keeping you from evolving. This actually came up in the December energy that I was looking at. The title was, what was the title? In other words, there's more to the saying just following your heart. There's a deep spiritual truth there. And I feel there's based off what I'm seeing here, there is a nudge intuitively. So a nudge intuitively to exit an old I'm hearing things like position of existence, okay, how you've existed up to this point, how you have been in this energy of being. There's something about escaping this. And now they're saying escape pod. I don't know why they're giving me all these. It's sometimes there are not words for, they use a different language. Unless they're like one of my ancestors. Obviously I would understand them because I've, in human form, but sometimes there's language that's very high frequency that we have to kind of, it's like there's a more telepathic energetic meaning to it. I don't know how to explain that. Even still, I don't have the words. Okay. So okay. They are asking me to use the Golden Masquerade Tarot. One of my favorites. Let's see what wants to come through here. Hope everybody's had a nice weekend. Show me what we need to know and see and hear, please. Well, there's the Two of Cups. So this can be being in agreement with yourself, okay? Being in harmony and balance with yourself, in alignment with yourself, especially in regard to your emotions. For some of you, you could be dealing with a person that's in your ear on some level. Yes. Again, there's that is, well, perfect. In tarot terms, you're at a crossroads. There's something that you're wanting to push through, that you're wanting to break through. You're not wanting to be where you are energetically or in a situation that you're in. You don't want to be there. Escape pod. I keep saying the escape pod. Okay. I don't know what the pod energy is about. There could be some relevance to There I'm seeing Robin Williams, Nanu, Nanu, Robin Williams coming through. Um, Mork and Mindy. And wasn't his, if I recall, wasn't his little spaceship like an egg? Okay, so there could be some relevance to that for you. Maybe that's something significant for you specifically. And we have the 10 of Wands. Again, there's this pressure that's built up because this is just confirmation of what I'm seeing. There's some kind of alignment that you're wanting to step into. You're being asked to step into this. You're being asked to evolve past wherever you are now, wherever you're finding yourself. Okay, again, energetically. And somewhere else that I feel like you're meant to be, where you want to be, somewhere that your intuition is steering you toward. And you could be in this constant loop with something. I feel like you're about to exit some kind of being on repeat with something here. Something going in a loop. It's becoming quite heavy, as I like to call it, the divine pressure cooker. I'm going to keep it reversed because they're telling me to. Okay, so the High Priestess reversed. Four of Wands. This has come up quite a bit. Whatever you're telling yourself is stable is not actually stable, and your intuition is trying to, as I have said before, and I have said many times, your intuition is not the one thing in your life that's not going to betray you, that's not going to dig you a hole to fall into, that wants the best for you. A lot of times we don't listen to this, or we don't know if that's what is actually telling us, right? If what we're being guided to do is actually our intuition. But I can tell you two things. Sometimes, and this has happened to me, your intuition will steer you towards something that's to teach you a lesson. Like, even if you inquire of it and you know that you shouldn't, but your intuition's telling you that you should, it's not a trick. That has happened one time. I've had that experience one time. But I know that it can happen. It steered me towards something that was the most profound lesson I had ever learned. And within 3 months of being involved with said lesson, I knew I wasn't supposed to stay, but then I had a visit from an ancestor. My great-grandmother visited me. And she used to quilt, and a lot of love went into those, hand stitched. It wasn't just, this was an art. And I remember I was laying on the couch in my grandmother's quilt, and her energy sat, I was on my side, and her energy sat on the open seat on the couch and put her hand on my ankle. And she said, "You have to have courage. There's something that you're learning here." And I always know her showing up. So I knew that I had to remain in said lesson until I could figure out what it was. At that point, I took a very observant approach to what I was dealing with. And taking that observant approach caused me to look more within myself on what was this showing me? What was this revealing to me? What was this trying to tell me? And I tell you, as soon as I had the answer, it was done. There's something that you're looking at as stable. That is far from it. I mean, look at how you'd be feeling about it right now. You feel unstable about this situation. You feel uncomfortable, right? Ten of Wands. It's because you're not moving. It's because you're not making a decision. It's because you're not allowing yourself to listen to the intuition. That's what this High Priestess reversed is saying. You don't want to hear it. Or you don't know if it's telling you to do this thing. Sometimes, all the time, usually, there's some kind of fear or excuse that we give for not doing it or not listening to it. Show me more. Nine of Wands. Look at that. And it does nothing but hurt us to not listen to it. Six of Wands. The Nine of Cups. You have an assured victory here. Victory. A lot of contentment I'm picking up. This is what you're afraid of. You're afraid of contentment and success. I'm not laughing at you because I've been there. So I'm definitely pointing the finger at myself. But so this could be, for some of you specifically, an energy that you're healing around what you deserve, your worth. And it's interesting that the High Priestess, being Pisces, is in the reverse, and we are in the North Node in Pisces. So a lot of you are being asked to balance something that may seem practical, but we're going to have to align that with our spiritual self as well. We have to honor this spiritual aspect of ourselves. And again, it's about the intuition and what you're being asked to do, but because your soul wants to evolve. But what I'm getting is that you're hurting yourself here with the Nine of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm not surprised to see that come out. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Change is upon you, my friends, on us, really. And seems like you are on the precipice of relieving yourself, shedding yourself of your own self-sabotage. Fear around leaving situations when you know that they're not for you. And it's not just relationship. For some people, it's your jobs. For some people, it's continuing to be around certain family members that just don't get it. You're not meant to fit a mold here. You're outgrowing the mold. I don't know why. I just heard nanu nanu again. I don't know if somebody has a thing for Mork and Mindy, or I mean, the egg is really highlighted, like his egg spaceship. Wasn't it an egg? I'm pretty sure it was an egg. They're showing me an egg. Your life really starts to unfold in new ways and change in new ways when you allow yourself to embrace the fear. And it's funny because I mentioned this. I had tea this morning and I was meditating on, I wouldn't say meditating. I was like, man, that's really, I'll tell you exactly. I had tea this morning. This is the tag for my little tea bag, right? It says, the unknown is where all outcomes are possible. Enter it with grace. But something that came through as I read this and I was doing my morning ritual with my tea, I got that I should replace the word grace, although that is true. Enter it with grace. Enter it with the understanding that that's a sacred threshold. And this Two of Swords is that threshold. So there's something here where you've outgrown something. even your old self, your old mindset, your old, thoughts, how you felt about yourself, and really letting that go so that you can move forward into the kind of energy you want to be in. Success and contentment is what I'm getting. Wish fulfillment, feeling fulfilled. And the Wheel of Fortune is here telling me that this is supported. This is absolutely supported. You got a whole new world to explore on the other side of this. But you are extremely concerned about whether you deserve it or not. You don't look at it as, I don't deserve this thing. You look at it as, I want this thing. What you're not asking is, why can't I have it? And what's holding me back from doing what I need to do to have that? That is the question. So, my loves, I feel like the message here has been delivered, and very beautiful message. December is going to be a very important month for humanity, for the collective. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.